odds in 2019 to encourage competition among its conference's least successful teams. But some want even more to be done. They call for eliminating the draft altogether. Another potential solution? A play-in tournament for teams 7 through 10 in each conference, which would eliminate the need for trying not to win as much as possible during the regular season. However it's done, the league has stated its desire for parity. Kevin?
Great, DA. Thanks. Doris, teams sometimes struggle right out of the blocks. When do they generally hit, in your opinion, the panic button?
Well, let's hope the panic button doesn't get hit for anybody, Kevin. But the one thing that would concern any team, obviously, is injury to a star, either an established star or a rookie they're trying to get good minutes for. But, boy, if you're hitting the panic button this early, look out.
But the one thing is, Doris, you can really kind of rectify the situation because of the length of the regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. An NBA year affords plenty of opportunities to find your footing.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Chris Middleton, Antetokounmpo out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's DiVincenzo in at the two-guard spot. And for Boston, Jason Tatum is out there with Hayward. Then there's Brown. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the one spot. Such a wide-open look. Tatum's got the first points up on the board for Boston.
Well, the ability to stretch you to deep, and Tatum's impact is so profound.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo, and that one good.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Now Tice, 11 points for him in that last game against New York. Pass to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. From deep, Walker. Milwaukee with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Milwaukee with the ball. After Gordon Hayward's miss, Lopez with the ball. It's hauled in by Brown.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Plays it up and banks it in.
How confident is Jaylen Brown in his handle? The dribble drive through traffic, really nice.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And stolen by Tatum. Walker at the elbow. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. His last outing, he had 24 points. The wide-open look here for Lopez. They grab their own miss. Makes it off the glass.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Giannis. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And Walker kicks to Tatum. And the pass to Brown. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Tice, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez outside, fires from deep. Hayward grabs the board. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Knicks in New York. Takes a three. That one, no good. Milwaukee trails by 3. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Walker. Pass to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lopez, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. It's a tie ball game.
You know, I think Lopez knows basically he can get his shot up over anyone. That stretch ability as a perimeter scorer is so important.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Now here's Middleton. He had 13 points in the win against Cleveland.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
The rare athleticism of Bledsoe. Hard to stop him without fouling him.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And with Eric Bledsoe, to me, when he's playing with confidence and when he's playing under control, this guy is a big-time difference maker.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Shots good by Walker.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now here's Giannis. Middleton on the wing. Lopez outside. Fires for 3. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Walker the pass to Tice. Back to Walker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Smart's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Matthews, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Now here's Hayward. Turned in an outstanding game against New York.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Outside Matthews. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Middleton. Outside Matthews. Over Smart. And Matthews gets it to go. And Milwaukee leads by 3.
Well, what a sweet-looking jumper for Wes Matthews. Nice delivery right there.
Walker looking for an opening. Boston, no good that time either.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, hits the three-point bomb. And now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hayward against Middleton. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
You know, that's what he wants more of. Up until now, the accuracy just hadn't been there.
Outside Matthews. Dishes to Lopez. Middleton the pass to Bledsoe. They get it back. And to Antetokounmpo. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Walker's shot is off.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Boston making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And then for Milwaukee, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Matthews, no one around him. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Kanter finds Williams.
Hey, right here, baby.
To end the run. They get a hand on it. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And here's Matthews for the 3. And Kanter pulls it down.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Outside Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. Let's go. Boston, no good that time either. Milwaukee leading by 11. Outside Matthews. The pass to Connaughton. Feeds to Giannis. Nice D from Williams.
While we love his ability to attack the rim, he just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
That one doesn't go. And Milwaukee the other way now. Pass to Connaughton. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Lopez is checked in. .139 left in the first quarter of the game. It's deflected.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
Now here's Brown. He had 13 points in the win against New York.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's Connaughton. They have a 9-point lead. He kicks to Matthews. Outside Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Connaughton. Outside Matthews. Misses the three. Boston shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Brown with the bounce pass. Passes it to Cantor. Back to Wanamaker. Rebound, Milwaukee. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
And Matthews gets it to go. Matthews has got 7.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Milwaukee leads by 11. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there, and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Brown. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Two shots.
And that one misses. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in, and he's good on the second.
Well, George Hill has always had the term pro attached to his name. Why? Well, he can make shots. He's willing to facilitate. He defends at a high level. Truly an incredible teammate.
Now here's Tatum. He's coming off a 34-point game against New York.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Hill inside. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Here's Wanamaker. No points in the game yet for him. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Tatum. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Connaughton's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Back to Wanamaker. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Williams against Hill. Williams with the block.
You know, the reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Doris, one of the biggest free agent signings in years. LeBron James going to the Lakers. What did you think of his first season with L.A.?
Well, when you're LeBron James, perhaps no athlete in the history of the NBA has borne the weight of expectation as much as LeBron. So if there's anything short of a playoff appearance, there's disappointment. But what I would say is, through Christmas Day and his first real injury that he had to endure, LeBron was playing like an MVP. We are talking about one of the greatest to ever do it. I expect them to turn things around in Lakerland this year.
I agree with you, and I agree on your prediction. DiVincenzo. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Walker's checked in for Brad Wanamaker.
Shooting 1. Go, baby!
Boston trails by 18. Smart passes to Cantor. Kicks to Walker. With a floater. And Cantor throws it down.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
Screen.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
Switch.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Boston making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Milwaukee. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock.
Set up.
Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. And that one's on target from the wing. Boston with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Walker, bounce pass. Tatum kicks to Smart. Walker the pass to Smart. 5 to shoot. Williams with the block. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. And Middleton subbed in for Kyle Korver.
Yo, man up on Eric.
Bledsoe looking around. Misses from short range. Boston trails by 18. Tatum dishes to Hayward. Here's Walker. 7 points in the game. Smart finds Hayward. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Gordon Hayward has become a master in pick-and-roll situations. He knows how to get space off a screen.
Knocks it loose. Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And Walker kicks to Hayward.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Tice. Tatum on the wing. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only 1 triple for him tonight.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Yep, it counts. Lopez has got 5 points so far.
They're simply going to have to do more than that on the defensive end. Lopez too big for the defense there.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. Shot from 12. Rebound by Williams. Milwaukee leading by 18. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Smart. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive, can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork, that tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
Oh, I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
And Milwaukee has possession. Following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Bledsoe against Tatum. No good from Bledsoe. Boston trails by 19. Tatum passes to Walker. Back to Tatum. Outside, Smart. Over Middleton. Smart misses. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Williams passes to Tice. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee leading by 21. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe outside. Passes it to Middleton. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Shots good by Middleton.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Smart. And then for Milwaukee, Ilyasova comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Matthews in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
For Boston, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Replay is always a good topic to talk about. Any changes, Doris, you'd like to see in the system or in the process?
Well, one of the beautiful things you have in the league is the opportunity in both Summer League and then also in your development league is the opportunity to put things in place. For instance, a coach's challenge has been experimented with at both of those different levels. And now the coach's challenge will be adopted and employed in the NBA. So I'm anxious to see how that plays out.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. Over Middleton. Tatum's shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past, still a solid shooter from all ranges.
And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
That's all you.
Middleton hits them both. Boston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And Walker kicks to Tatum. A baseline J. Rebound Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. It's stolen by Tice. Tatum finds Brown. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Ilyasova's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint, here's Middleton, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
And that one falls for Middleton.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Enes Kanter comes in for Daniel Tice, and Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Tatum. Now, here's Walker. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Knicks in New York. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. For 3. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Williams passes to Walker. Now the dish to Brown. Back to Walker. Looking to get it going, and it's sent back by Bledsoe.
The dogged defense from Mr. Bledsoe, twice on the pipes.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton, and George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
They get the rebound. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
Ilyasova passes to Matthews. Hill with it. From deep. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Williams, here we go. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Hill against Walker. Outside Hill. Williams with the block.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And here's Walker. 7 points in the game. A floater, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
To me, this is Jaylen Brown at his best, right? A superb player who gets to the rim in no time.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Now the feed to Antetokounmpo. It's good. Antetokounmpo's got 7 now in this quarter.
Kevin, I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the...
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 21 points. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Brook Lopez is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Giannis dishes to Bledsoe. Here's DiVincenzo. He's covered by Brown. Boston shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Stolen by Middleton. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Brown kicks to Tice. Left side Walker. Back to Tice. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
The pass to Bledsoe. Here's DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Brown. Walker with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Misses from close range.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's Lopez. The three-pointer off the mark.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. In the corner, Middleton with it. From outside, off the mark.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Hayward outside. Back to Walker. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And they'll keep possession. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Took him no time at all on that one. Hayward's got 7 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Bledsoe passes to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. And they double up Giannis. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston on D. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Antetokounmpo. Bucket is good. Giannis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Well, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime, he's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league.
Two.
That's good from Walker. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. For Milwaukee, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Milwaukee making a switch here. Williams has checked in. He hits the second from the line. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, a former number 2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. And he sinks the second.
What you like about Williams is how he's changed his game over time. Now he's a fantastic stretch 4 in this league.
And here's Walker outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got 15 points.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Pass to Korver. 6 to shoot. Back to Bledsoe from the arc. Rebound Boston. And here's Walker outside. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's now 18 points for Kemba Walker. Here's DiVincenzo. He has 6. The kick out to Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And here's Walker outside. No good that time. Milwaukee leading by 22. Here's DiVincenzo. To the inside. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's Smart. Rebound by Williams.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Lopez, no luck.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Here's Hayward. Boston, no good that time either. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Bledsoe outside. Can they get it? Williams with the block. They get it back. Here's Walker. 18 points for him. Hayward outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kyle Korver.
Well, I love Gordon Hayward's tenacity in the low post. This guy's energy earns him a trip to the stripe.
Well, Gordon Hayward obviously still working his way back to peak form. Let's remember, this guy was an all-star in 2017. We know he can be a franchise guy.
Two.
The first free throw is good. And Doris, you talk about when Gordon Hayward is playing his best. What makes him, in your mind, so special?
Well, when he's right physically, he can be a go-to offensive weapon, Kevin. This guy is the true definition of triple threat, right? He can pick you apart with his passing, with his shooting, and also off the dribble drive. Boy, when he's right, he is tough to stop.
Hayward hits them both.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
It's blocked.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
Wanamaker the pass to Canner, and Canner throws it down.
Ooh, a forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, with a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often.
Yeah, terrific effort. He obviously has the length to make those plays when he's being aggressive.
You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Smart on the wing. He's covered by Matthews. Shot from the wing. No good off the front iron.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Korver, no luck. Boston trails by 20. Hayward outside. Back to Wanamaker. Smart passes to Wanamaker. To the middle. Here's Cantor. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 20. Hill deciding where to go with it. And the layup's good off the glass. Hill's got 5.
Well, incredible dribbling from George Hill. This guy a master at knowing when to penetrate.
Smart passes to Wanamaker. And here's Canner. Passes it to Smart. The tray. Rebound, Milwaukee. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Now here is Hill. He has 5. Kept alive.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Smart finds Tatum. Back to Smart.
Hayward. Watch the pick.
Takes the 3. Rebounded by Korver.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Matthews against Cantor. Matthews dishes to Williams. Hill against Tatum. Outside Matthews. It's hauled in by Wanamaker. Boston shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Milwaukee leading by 22. Williams scanning the floor. Hayward against Hill. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 14. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Matthews. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Hayward. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Boston making some changes. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. And then for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Kyle Korver.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Connaughton kicks to Matthews. Pass to Giannis. And they double up Giannis. Shoots the 3. Milwaukee getting another chance here. Excellent D there from Williams.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Here's Wanamaker. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now Hill, 5 points in the game. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, but they'll get another chance.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Now, George Hill continues to light it up from distance. This guy is a dependable three-point shooter.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Wanamaker.
Who's got ball?
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so it's Milwaukee with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Games like this, you find out what you can take with you, right? So no matter what, if we come all the way back and get over the top, that's great, okay? But we're taking something from this quarter regardless. Play the right way all the way through.
Well, he wants his guys to just play their game.
And Brad Stevens is a realist. Kevin, he knows even if they don't get this win, that it's huge that his guys at least learn something from this game.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with Williams. Then there's Daniel Tice. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the Boston Five. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate. It's fair. They've earned the right to choose where they play.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. And so he'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. Middleton can't get it to go. Boston trails by 20. Tatum with it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Make no mistake, this is a fundamentally sound player. Jason Tatum skilled at drawing contact.
Two.
First one falls for him.
Well, the former number 3 pick in the 2017 draft, Jason Tatum has been nothing short of amazing as a young gun in this league. What a star on the rise.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Kemba Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. And so Tatum nails them both. Here's Hill. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Milwaukee. Boston trails by 18. Outside, Walker. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Giannis missing. Outside, Walker. Fade away. Bledsoe with the rebound. Bledsoe's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the basket is good. And Milwaukee leads by 20.
Boy, guys, I don't know who feels the contact more, Bledsoe or the defender.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Brown outside. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Bledsoe outside. Count that bucket. And so it's Boston with it. Outside, Walker. Here's the floater. That's tipped. Pass to Connaughton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lays it up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 29.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
13 feet away. Milwaukee with the rebound.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
And Giannis throws it down.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
On the wing, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Boston again missing. Milwaukee leading by 23. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Some changes for Boston. Ojale is checked in for Tatum. Green comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Edwards in for Kemba Walker. Sterling Brown is checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Ojale kicks to Edwards. And here's Tice. Passes to Ojale. They need this. Boston again missing. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's the teardrop, and he lays it up and in.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And, Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Pass to Green. Now here's Edwards. Unloads from 13. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
Here's DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. Giannis is doubled. The shot that time, not on target. Williams with the defensive effort. Now here's Edwards. Of course, some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. He's off on the first. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Williams comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. He hits the second from the line. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Tatum, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Hayward comes in for Semi Ojale. Marcus Smart's checked in for Green. And it's Kemba Walker in for Edwards. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Marvin Williams. Chris Middleton's checked in for Brown. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Kyle Korver. And Bledsoe, here we go. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Bledsoe for three. Bledsoe with another miss.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Middleton. Here's Giannis. And he can't bank that one in. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Hayward passes to Walker, looking to end his cold spell, and Middleton with the block.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Bledsoe outside. Rebounded by Smart. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. He kicks to Hayward. And there's the pass to Tice. Now here's Walker, guarded by Bledsoe. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
2.
That's good from Walker. You know, Greg, defense are given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
He's perfect from the line this time. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game, but because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
That's good from Brook Lopez.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch five. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
Brook Lopez hits them both. And Lopez bold enough to give himself a nickname.
Yeah, well, what was it? Splash Mountain or something like that? I guess he's earned it with the work he's put in on his outside shooting. More and more centers these days shooting the three ball.
Hey, Hayward! Smart!
Hayward against Middleton.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And that one is off. And it's Boston the other way. Tatum dishes to Walker. Back to Tatum. Smart finds Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Middleton. Boston, no good that time either.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Over to the wing. Here's Giannis. Here's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Down low, stolen by Walker. Smart against Bledsoe. The kick out to Walker. Here's DiVincenzo. Unable to get that one. Hayward with some nice D. Tatum passes to Hayward. Back to Walker. With the shot. And it's off the back rim. No good. Milwaukee leading by 23. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Smart. Here's Hayward. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Kevin, this guy has great presence of mind. Gordon Hayward will take a pounding. He embraces a chance to get some free ones from the foul line. What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
Two shots.
That free throw missing. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doris, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. Green, he's checked in for Smart. And it's Edwards in for Walker.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Korver bounce pass. Now Hill. Lets it go from 11. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Hayward's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. He dishes it to Williams. On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 6. Rebound, Milwaukee. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Hill. Inside and stolen by Williams. Over Hill. Nails the baby hook.
Williams.
There's 1:40 left in the game. It's stolen by Edwards.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Milwaukee.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Boston making a switch here. Ojeley's checked in. And Hill no good on that one. Boston trails by 20. Williams passes to Edwards. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Edwards. The 3. But they recover it. Cantor kicks to Williams. Pass to Cantor. Fires the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Hill with it. Pass to Lopez. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Giannis inside. Working on Williams. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Cantor, the pass to Green. And good that time. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.